Week 7 games to watch. Neil Greenberg, lead us off.
I'm looking at Denver and San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick versus Peyton Manning. Manning needs just 2 touchdowns to pass Favre as the all-time touchdown leader. He may have that in the first quarter. But what the storyline that I love is Frank Gore winning the job back from Carlos Hyde in the offseason. He's averaging 4.3 yards per attempt, 2 of those after content. I mean, here's a guy at 31 years old, knew his roster spot was shaky at best and made a push. And it's not easy to push the young guys out of a running back slot, especially in today's NFL. I mean, Frank Gore's the guy. That's the game I'm watching.
And at 4-2, San Francisco seems to
legit.
at least have righted the ship.
Yeah, if they win, they're 5-2. Denver's 5-2. I mean, don't count out that being the Super Bowl matchup a couple of weeks down the line.
Yeah, NFC West is wide open.
Yeah, that defense in San Francisco, I mean, remember they still have potentially Navarro Bowman and Aldon Smith coming back sometime later this season, and they're already pretty good.
Marissa, what's your game to watch?
I chose Texans Steelers.
Okay. Please explain why.
There's really only one reason. J.J. Watt, the most watchable guy in football right now. And, I said this last time, my game to watch was, I think, Bills-Texans.
The
For the
Bills,
same
Texans,
reason.
that's right, J.J.
But
Watt.
look what happened during that game.
Right.
Look what happened last game. He gets a
beast.
touchdown.
He is fun to
It's
watch.
crazy. Speaking of MVP candidates,
Absolutely.
the first defensive player in 27 years, that's a good possibility.
Even in the conversation, I mean, he's right up there. It needs to be.
Yeah.
He's got more touchdowns than some teams.
Yeah, he's got more touchdowns than
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
It's legit.
LaShawn McCoy. I mean, he's the most gifable as a blogger,
And
as
he
a
can
sports
dance.
blogger. Well, he can't dance.
He's got
which is
the
why you want to
he's
keep
got the
watching it,
moves.
though. It's why you want to keep watching it.
He's got the moves.
I mean, he is the most gifable of all football
The most
players.
gifable. All right,
So
I
I
like
love
that. I like that approach. Keith, what game are you watching week 7?
I'm going to go Bengals at Colts. You guys mentioned the Colts' prolific offense. This is in a league where you have Denver, you have Philadelphia running up-tempo offenses. You have much more accomplished quarterbacks struggling where Tom Brady's up and down week to week, Drew Brees. Indianapolis seems to bring it every week. You got the Bengals, who defensively were great for 3 games. Thought they'd have a pretty good season. They've been shaky the past 2. They got blown out Monday night against the Patriots. They gave up 37 in a tie to the Panthers on Sunday. So now you have a team that's going to Indianapolis that we thought would have a great defense, facing what's been a much better offense in practice than they look on paper. I think you look at the Colts, you say, they got a couple of playmakers, T.Y. Hilton maybe, but they're not loaded, and Andrew Luck really makes them go.
Yeah, Andrew Luck is loaded. That's who's loaded. I'm actually curious about the Saints-Lions game. I think that those are 2 teams that could be going in different directions. The Saints at 2-3 coming off a bye, going to Detroit. I'm not sold on Detroit being a contender in the NFC North yet, but if they win that game, I think maybe they would be. So 5-2 would be a good start for them.